What's up, guys? This is Ty Zen again. We're still in Mississippi, and we're getting closer to Pensacola, but we're not there yet. I had several people in the comments, guys, ask me who is leonfood.com. Okay, so I want to make this video to explain to you guys who is leonfood.com, and it's going to be funny because I'm talking about my own friend, okay, and he probably doesn't like it because he doesn't know I'm making this video, but I'm going to make it anyway. Okay, so let me explain to you guys how I met leonfood.com in the first place, and then it will set a background for how it is. Okay, so leonfood.com, his real name is Leon Fu. Okay, so when I first moved to Austin, Texas in 2006, the first person that I ever met and made friends with is my okay, I got my the doctor here with me. Okay, was a guy named Eric Gerber,
hey,
or
Eric.
we call him Eric G.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
He's a professional mixed martial arts fighter and
gambler.
What?
Gambler.
No. He's a professional mixed martial arts fighter, and he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And he and I first met when I first came to Austin, Texas, and he helped me get my first job there in Austin, Texas. The reason why I was moving to Austin, Texas was because I wanted to learn how to trade and invest in the stock market. And I heard that Cyber Traders headquarters were there. I didn't know much about trading, and also my little sister was living there, so I had a place to stay. And since I was a former art teacher, I figured, since my little sister kept saying that Austin had a big art community, I was going to go there and get a job teaching art, working at an art gallery, and then focus on learning how to trade and invest in the stock market at that time. Okay, and so what happened was, when I got there, I went down the wrong street in downtown Austin, and I ended up going into the club district instead of going into the art district. And I thought that, in my mind, maybe my little sister did not fully understand what the art district is, or what an art gallery looks like, or whatever, right? So I didn't make a big deal of it. I just went down, and I was wanting to get a job really bad. And so what happened was, one thing led to another. I ended up getting a job as a club bouncer and a club promoter. And the person that helped me get that job was Eric G. And he helped me get a job there. Eric G was like the top club promoter in Austin, Texas at that time. And he's very, very good at going out onto the streets in the public where there are thousands and thousands and millions of college girls, and he would pick them up and bring them into the clubs and fill up the clubs with hot girls. And he's probably one of the best guys I've ever seen in the world to do that. Very, very good at doing that, okay? And so when I met him and I told him I needed a job desperately, he helped me get a job there, and as a bouncer, because I was a former I was a trainer at that time, so I was training people how to get big and strong for sports and stuff. So I was probably about maybe 15, 20 pounds more muscular back then, before I had all my heart attacks. And so at that time, what happened was, he got me the job as a bouncer, as a club bouncer. But the first day that I showed up for work, the club promoter did not show up for work, so they got rid of him. They fired him, and so they put me in his place to be a club promoter. I did not know how to do it, so Eric had to show me how to, kind of like show me the ropes on how to pick up girls and bring them into the club. So one thing led to another, and within a very short period of time, within 3 or 4 months, I became the top club promoter in downtown Austin in the club district. So I was bringing in an average of about 50 girls on a regular day, and then about 100 hot girls every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday into the clubs. And so me and Eric were the number 1 and number 2 top club promoters in the city of Austin for several years in a row. during that time, Leon Fu would come down to the club district to meet girls. You know, we were all single, he was single. At that time, Eric and I did not know Leon Fu, okay? However, I was working at the clubs one time and I saw a bunch of Asian dudes watching me pick up girls. And they would watch us every day, like literally. And for a while there, I couldn't figure out why these dudes would stand across the street and just kept looking at me and watching me pick up girls for the clubs. And then one thing led to another, and I found out that the reason why they were standing across the street watching me pick up girls for the club and bring hot girls into the club was because they were single guys and they had heard that I was the top club promoter down there, and they wanted to see how I approached girls, how I met them, how I seduced them, or how I talked to them, how, you know, the conversations that I had with them to bring girls in. And so they were asking me to teach them how to pick up girls. I know this has nothing to do with cryptocurrencies, guys, but this is how we got started, okay? This is how me and Leon Fu and Eric G and all of us became friends, okay? So what happened was, one of those guys, his name was Tony, and he would come and every day he would come downtown, and while I was working, he would follow along with me to learn and ask me he would watch me as I was picking up girls and bring them into the clubs, and he would learn from it. And then one thing led to another, and he introduced me to a guy named Leon Fu at that time. And Leon Fu was single at that time, and he was trying to learn how to pick up girls too. You know how all these software guys are, and all these coders and these engineers, they're extremely smart and intelligent and very good at what they're doing, but when it comes to social dynamics, it's very challenging for them, because the more analytical that an engineer is, the harder it is for him to be social and be good with women and with girls, okay? So Leon Fu would come down there and we would go hang out together. We would become friends. And at that time, you know, Bitcoin was not out yet, back in 2006, 2007, 2008, and 2009, right? At that time, we didn't know anything about cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, or nothing, okay? Matter of fact, at that time, if I remember correctly, Leon had just moved to Austin, Texas from Manhattan, from New York City, where he was working for Morgan Stanley and Deutsche Bank, where he was working in their controller department or something like that, their settlement, where they had to settle transactions. And that's how he became very excited when I first showed him the white paper about Bitcoin, because he was already working in the settlement department at Morgan Stanley and at Deutsche Bank, and he would always get headaches and so frustrated because none of the transactions, they had to bust their ass to settle all the transactions that Morgan Stanley did and that Deutsche Bank did, okay, when he was working there. So when he saw how Bitcoin can settle a transaction almost instantly, almost, not instantly, but almost instantly, it was no doubt in his mind that this revolutionary financial technology was going to be a game changer in the world of finances and on Wall Street, okay? That's why we got all the banks and all the big institutions on Wall Street right now testing out different ways to use the blockchain, because nothing is costing them more money than the fact that it takes 3 days to settle a transaction right now. With all the technology that Wall Street has, it still takes 3 days for them to clear and settle a transaction. That means that if you sold me a stock and I bought it from you, it would take them 3 days before I can get delivery of that stock certificate or the ownership of that stock, because of the current technology that they use on Wall Street. So that's why all the Wall Street firms right now are trying to figure out how to use the Bitcoin blockchain technology to help them settle and clear their transactions. Even if Bitcoin never becomes a currency of any country, the fact that it can settle a transaction, a financial transaction, almost instantly, within seconds, is enough for it to change and revolutionize the financial world and Wall Street itself, okay? So anyway, during that time when I first met Leon Fu, what happened was the guy was so nerdy and so engineer that he struggled to be social with girls, with hot girls, okay? I mean, if you go to his birthday party, he would bring more hot girls to his birthday parties and to all the events at his places. He has some nice, he lives in several nice condos and very, very fancy condos in downtown Austin, okay? And he would bring some of the hottest girls that you can ever imagine to his birthday parties, to his holiday parties, Christmas parties, everything, right? But he couldn't close the deal. He couldn't make it happen, right? And because he was so nerdy and he was so technical, he's very good. He's an iOS developer, and he's one of the best in the world at doing that stuff, okay? If you think that you're, you know, if there was a iOS developing competition, we would enter leonfood.com in a heartbeat because he's got mad skills in that arena, okay? So the reason why me and Eric G and all the other guys used to make fun of him and call him leonfood.com was because he was so nerdy that we just added the .com. We used to talk to him like, Mr. leonfood.com, when you approach a girl, you have to say this, you have to do this to them, right? So it took us, it was like pulling hair to show him. He's a lot better today than he was when we first met him in 2006. He's more sociable. You guys would never notice this. But back then he was awkward. He was really, he used to crack us up. Man, he was a funny dude when we took him out, okay? So that's why we called him leonfood.com. And it just stuck with him, right? So that everybody started calling him leonfood.com. Now later on, after I showed him the Bitcoin white paper in 2012, leonfood.com became like the oracle of cryptocurrencies. Later on, when he met James D'Angelo from the World Bitcoin Network, James D'Angelo was the first person to refer to leonfood.com as the Peter Thiel and Warren Buffett of cryptocurrencies. So that has stuck since then. The reason why is because if you ever look at leonfood.com's Facebook page, every day he's talking about invest in this cryptocurrency, that cryptocurrency, invest in gold, invest in the silver, invest in the Tesla, in different stocks. Matter of fact, if you invest in a quarter of the shit that Leon Fu has posted on his Facebook, you should be retired and wealthy by now, okay? This guy has just got a knack. He might not have a knack with hot girls, but he sure as hell got a knack for making money. There are some people in this world that are just good at what they do. Leon has lost thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands in the stock market, in the futures market, in the currency market, in the cryptocurrency market to learn the shit that he has learned. And this is the reason why, you know, we like the dude and we're good friends with him. Now, we were good friends with him long before we even knew what cryptocurrencies was. So I don't want you guys to think that we just became friends with him just because he's helping us make money right now. But I tell you what, man, he is one guy that I have met in my life that I can honestly say has put thousands of dollars into my pocket just knowing the guy. You know, just like knowing Eric G has helped me meet, you know, thousands of hot girls in my life, knowing Leon has put thousands of dollars into my pocket, okay? More so than you guys can ever imagine. That's why I'm always picking his brain, calling his ass up in the middle of the night, picking his brain to find out other opportunities to make money, okay? So, thought I'd share this video with you guys because I keep getting people asking me, who is this leonfu.com? Leon Fu is his real name. We just added the extension .com because the guy is so damn nerdy. He's like a real Asian. See, I'm not a real Asian. I'm from Vietnam. Leon is from China, right? But I'm not a real Asian because I'm not good in math, science, and computers and hardware and software like he is. So the next best thing is when you're not good with math, science, and computers is to find a real Asian friend like leonfu.com, right? And have him as your friend because then he can explain all the shit to you, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any more questions, there's no need to go and check out his site, leonfood.com, because he does have a website called leonfood.com, but I don't think he's updated it in a few years, okay? I think he first put that website up when he first found out about building websites and stuff, so I think he just threw that together just for quick practice. But I don't think he takes it seriously. the cryptocurrency.market site is a site that we're taking seriously, and I'll make another video, guys, and update you guys on why we changed it from the previous site to the cryptocurrency.market. Okay, so hopefully, guys, this video clears up who is leonfu.com, the oracle of cryptocurrencies, the Peter Thiel of cryptocurrency, the oracle of Austin, Texas, the Warren Buffett of investing in cryptocurrencies, guys. And I hope that you guys like this video, and I enjoyed making it. You guys like it, give me a thumbs up. You guys don't like it, give me a thumbs down. And then if you guys want a history or background of anybody else that's on our team, let me know and I'll share it with you guys. And if you guys have any friends or family that wants to learn how to invest in cryptocurrencies, make sure that they subscribe to our channel and get it straight from the horse's mouth and straight from the oracle of cryptocurrency investing. Okay, so thanks for watching this video, guys, and I'll see you guys in a future video.